5th of December 2017. Mum, I remember Christmas morning on previous occasions and not wanting to open up the presents. I specifically asked for you to give me the presents sporadically over the course of the year. You thought I was being funny, but now you know the words autism and Asperger's and it starts to make sense. The same was applicable for birthdays. I was supposed to receive my presents spread over several months, so I didn't have to celebrate on the day. No cards, no cake, no attention on me. The caveat, however, was that you thought you had to differentiate between the birthday presents and the Christmas presents. Both my birthday and Christmas Day are only several months apart. Therefore, you insisted on reminding me that the Lego was for Christmas and the action figures were for my birthday. After several years, you realised how much it meant to me and you dutifully complied by not mentioning what the presents were for. Thank you. You know I can't say thank you in person, so I'm saying it here. Thank you. And I mean that. I remember you crying because you knew the future would be hard for me and you thought I would miss out on lots of things. How wrong you were. I'm recording this diary for you. I want you to hear it, but only if you listen to it after I'm dead and gone. Then you will know all my true thoughts. I am very, very happy for you to do this. I think I might outlive you though, so you're welcome to experience my cassettes in ghost form. However, under no circumstances are you to haunt me, spook me, or give me the heebie-jeebies. No moving objects or breathing down my neck. Only the listening of the cassettes are permitted, but only if you leave my belongings exactly as you found them. The cassettes are clearly labelled and are stored in a series of shoeboxes. The tapes are in the boxes and they're in chronological order and colour-coded using a formula only I know. I will know if you've touched them, even if you're in ghost form. And when you are a ghost, never watch me masturbate, okay? That counts as spooking and it would be very weird watching me do that. I remember the first time I saw snow and thinking it was just the clouds shedding their skin. When it rains, the clouds are crying, and when it's windy, the clouds are sneezing. I thought that was a fact until I got a lot older. Now I know the clouds aren't that much to think about. I remember putting my hand up and saying that carols weren't needed to celebrate Christmas. I hate the sound of children singing, or even children talking loudly, especially the sound of children asking stupid questions. The teacher told me to stay after class, but I ran out the door as soon as the bell went. She called you and said what I had done. You were very familiar with this behaviour by now. I was told to sit in assembly the next day and mouth the words to the songs. I sat in assembly, but my jaw was closed. I won. I remember a time spent all alone, thinking about Claire. She was on the other side of the globe, and I was stuck here earning money so my difficult future wouldn't be so hard to take. I remember looking out of the window and seeing the yellow, brown, red leaves falling. The light October breeze shook and brought a chill. The clocks had just gone back and I couldn't help but being disappointed at the fact that it was getting far too dark, far too early. Christmas was coming and I would have to close my eyes to the world. But at least I have my Lego to play with. Claire, I remember hearing you snore for the first time when you had told me you never did. Your chest went up and down and your nose amplified the tired sound. At first, I found it funny, and then it reached 4 in the morning and I couldn't even blink. I ever so gently held your hand because I thought it might make you stop, but you just went on, and on, and on, and on, and on. I wasn't very happy about that. I remember being young and not knowing anything was wrong. It was a good feeling, like I could be like everyone else. I fitted in. Now, I can't seem to turn my weird off, and I can't find that beautiful thing you were talking about. Yesterday, I felt that my weird got in the way. It was a grey day, and I was trying to concentrate on my work. The office was busy, and I couldn't think in a straight line. I had to get up and walk out of the room every few minutes. Everyone noticed me, and the clatter of keyboards stopped every time I stood up. I needed some space to do what I'm good at, but all I got was following eyes from people I don't even like. And I know it was Christmas Eve, and nobody wanted to work, but that doesn't matter to me. I just need a bit more freedom than everyone else. Late last night, I decided to draw a picture of my weird. You won't be able to see it because I'm recording this with my voice, and listening is a visual medium. I will now describe my weird to you. He's small, dark blue and pointy. That's about it, I suppose. I used coloured pencils on watercolour paper to draw him. I'm quite proud of him. I thought it might be quite hard to visualise what weird looks like, but in the end it was easy. I just closed my eyes and imagined. I wanted to draw him because I wanted to give him life. Hopefully now he won't bug me as much. I can't turn him off, but now he might leave me alone now that he's got legs and a smile to keep him busy. Sometimes my weird jumps up into my mouth and hangs from my tongue. That way I can't talk and say stupid things out loud. It does mean all my conversations are in my head, apart from this one and the other diary entries. They are on tape. My weird helps me do this. This silence is tough though. Sometimes I wish I could talk more, say more than just hello. I want to be able to have long and varied conversations with interesting people. I don't like weather, or traffic, or football, or David Cameron, or UKIP, so I don't want to talk about these things. I'd rather not talk at all. My weird helps me do that, but I think he stops me from moving forward. I'd like to talk about my drawings, all of them, not just my weird drawing, although it is one of my best. I wish more people could see it.